So I just want to make that clear. I'm not here to be like, oh, cancel him. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people in the public eye, they do a lot of fucked up shit all the time. And the things that we want to happen or whatever we want their punishment to be, like that is, I'm a big believer in like the fucked up shit that people do is going their karma or however they're going to learn from their mistakes is on their time, right? That's on God's time. I don't really care enough to waste my energy to sit up here and be like, oh, well, Deshae is this, and that, and he shouldn't have a platform, and they should ban him, and da da da. I can have those opinions and feel like that should happen, but at the end of the day, he's gonna learn his lesson whenever that is, and that just is what it is. I'm not finna sit up here and just be like, I'm not finna be too parasocial about it. But I will say this: Deshae Frost is the definition, like the very literal definition of a bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna say it again because my frames just dropped, and I want to make sure y'all heard me. Deshae Frost is a definition of a bitch ass nigga. Why? Well, for one, he's displayed bitch nigga tendencies multiple times over the years. So that's number one. And number two, um, with this situation specifically, Deja said, literally looked at him and said, as they were going back and forth, she literally said, "You gonna have to get your sister to take care of me. You gonna have to get your sister to handle me." That's what she told him. So I just feel like as a man, if you're arguing with a woman, which already off rip, you shouldn't even be doing. But if you arguing with a woman and a woman says, "Go get your sister, like your sister can take care of me." If that's being said to you as a man and you still make the decision to put your hands on her, whether you want to call it mushing, hitting, whatever, I'm going to play his bullshit ass apology in just a second. But like, I just think that is so pussy that she said you can get your sister to fight me and you still put your hands on her. That's some bitch nigga shit. That is the definition of a bitch ass nigga. Common sense will tell you. I don't know if everybody was raised with common sense, but it's just like, if you have a sister, as a man, if you have a sister and you have an issue with a woman, go get your sister to take care of her or one of your homegirls. I get it. They was on a fucking boat at this point. So I get it. You can't go get her right now. But at that point, that's when you walk the fuck away. At that point, when a woman tells you to your face, "Hey, your sister can take care of me," you, Deshae, was supposed to turn your black ass around and end the conversation there. Keep letting her, oh my gosh. Keep letting her go off. See, they trying to restrict me because I'm calling Deshae names, but I don't care. Okay. Um, at that point, that's when you turn around. Are we talking about? Yes, absolutely. You're right on time. You're right on time, my friend. Yes, we're talking about Deshae. Um, but yeah, at that point, that's when you walk away and you end the conversation. It's not supposed to keep dragging on and on and on to the point where then why are you why are you snatching her wig? I don't give a fuck how angry a female makes you as a man. Deshae Frost, why the fuck did you snatch that girl's wig like you was on baddies? What are we talking about? Like shit like that. And it's so sad because at the end of the day, this is another reason why I said I'm not gonna sit up here and get too parasocial about this, because at the end of the day, there are people who were backing him on this. There were people that were making excuses for him on this. There was plenty of comments like, "Oh, well, what did she do? She had to do something." There was plenty of people running with the narrative that she hit him first. Like, at the end of the day, there are people that move and think exactly the way that he does, which is exactly why no, he's not just going to get canceled in a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? He has a whole fan base and community that's backing him on this. He has an incel ass fan base that is going to brush this under the rug. And it's fucked up and it's sad, but that is the reason why I'm not finna sit up here and and waste energy or, and being upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like at the end of the day, he gonna learn. At some point, he gonna learn. But that's not up to me or any of us to sit up here and try to like force onto him. Um, I don't know why people are surprised that Shay Frost is a degenerate. His fan base def gonna defend him because they want to emulate his behavior. Most black black streamers are CIA agents. I agree, and that's why I'm gonna sit up here as a streamer and get up on here on my platform and say it, because I feel like, for one, a lot of his counterparts, one, either align with his behavior or they're too pussy to hold him accountable. And also, there are a lot of people that care way too much about keeping these relationships, these streamer relationships, and nobody don't want to say the wrong thing and piss somebody off because y'all want to be kumbaya and cool with everybody. And y'all want to be on stream with niggas. Like, shit like this is just so fucking sad, because it's like, now let's go ahead and get into the apology of it all. How long is it? Because I'm not gonna play the whole thing. If it's like, I'm not okay. It's 250. Okay, no, we'll play the apology. Yeah. I'm gonna like 1.5 this shit though. Give me 1 second. Screen. Yeah. Whole show. Like, she was the. Oh, let me unmute this. Hold on.
She was one of the girls that she came on the show. I brought her on the show and everything. And during the whole show, like, she was the only person who was literally like, I don't know, like, physical, and she was hitting me. She was doing these things which I had to cut from YouTube videos because of monetization. And she would hit me and all these things, going back and forth and yelling, going back and forth and doing these things. And it kind of was just got to a point where I kind of didn't want to deal with that shit. And I was drunk. And like I said, anything I say in this video is not to make anything right. This is not to make anything right. This is not make things easier. This is not an excuse for anything. This is just me telling this story. And I feel like nobody should ever, 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 ever put their hands on a girl. Ever. It don't matter how mad.
You did it though. You did it. You did it. So I don't really believe, I don't believe that, because you did.
You get, it don't matter anything, you know what I'm saying, like fighting or anything, unless like you literally like are getting punched a fucking 100 times or whatever, something just to throw her out the way or move her out the way. But yo, I think that just doing that was just fucked up, you know what I'm saying? It was fucked up. We were arguing, there's been things all the times off cameras where she would hit me and all these things like that, and I'm trying to talk to her and vibe her and shit like that. And what happened in the boat situation is that we were yelling, arguing, and she had just said things. I heard she said that I did this because I couldn't fuck, like, or something like that. Bro, that argument happened, whatever, because she was saying crazy things, which I had to cut out, and saying crazy things about my family. You guys know me, I'm a very family man. She's talking about my sister, fuck your sister, all this other shit. She all crazy shit I had to cut out. She was all doing this, my family, talking about my family members, my different type of things, just up and being big and bad, And me as a man, I lowered my fucking, my morals, and I went down to her level. Any guy that would hit a girl.
If we're just going to go along with this and say that the reason that this incident happened is because she just started talking about your family and was talking crazy about your family, why not walk away and get your sister to take care of her, or one of your homegirls to take care of her then? It's really like, there was no reason this should have escalated to you smacking her. And I think in a second he about to say that he mushed her.
And do those things or whatever, you're lowering your how can I say, your respect. You're lowering respect for yourself, and you're going down to her level. And as a man, you should never do that. She definitely was trying to irritate me and get on my nerves and do all these things. So when we're on the boat and she got, I thought she was good enough to hit me again, and I just mushed her. My main thing is, I was never trying to hurt her. I never like slapped her, but from that angle, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. But I mushed her ass. I mushed her ass over there. I mushed her ass because I was not going to be hit. I was not going to go in there, and I just walked away. But with that situation, I seen things she was doing. She was saying, talking about, yeah, when the fuck and all these different things. And it's like, bro, after that, I apologized. We was kissing, and I'm gonna put clips in here too. But we was kissing, and you're saying you didn't let me, you didn't want me to fuck. We didn't fuck, but after you literally gave me some head. And I don't, not to put your business out there, but you gave me some head. She was one of the girls that she.
I really, like, this nigga is so embarrassing. Like, I just don't, like, he is so, like, Deshae is just so, like, it just makes me cringe, bro. Like, what? So this was his apology, right? And see, this is the thing. I'm not like most people on the internet. So I'm all about redemption and fucking up and learning from it and moving forward, whatever, right? But my issue with this and his behavior after, actually, before I even keep talking, let's pull up this clip from this stream. Actually, I'm not even gonna pull this up. I guess he hopped on stream maybe that day or the few days after, and he was playing like whoop that trick, and he was just kind of like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck type of energy. I don't know if that was like clickbait on Twitter, so I don't even want to pull it up because I don't know if that was accurate or not. But so your apology of like, oh, well, I should, you should never do that. You should never put your hands on a woman. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's like, okay, cool. But then you keep trying to like somewhat blame her. You keep trying to blame her. And mind you, I'm not gonna do a deep dive, but I seen her story. She posted messages, she posted shit. And she said that nigga was lying in that whole video. And I just feel, to me, it doesn't feel sincere because at the end of the day, you were caught, and you won't even completely stand in the accountability because you want to then be like, oh, well, I didn't hit her, I mushed her. You shouldn't be mushing a female. You shouldn't be mushing a woman. Like, what are you talking about? Like, even you think the saying that makes it any better? You acting like we didn't look at the video. You literally smacked the shit out of her. And you want to say that the reason isn't what she said, right? Because the reason that she said was because he wanted to fuck and she wasn't going for it. And he was feeling some type of way. Have we not seen multiple instances of this nigga, Deshae Frost, being a freaky ass nigga? I don't want to use the word coercing women, but like being very sexually suggestive, kind of like sexually aggressive. I'm talking about on live as well, like like aggressive and doing a lot of sexual things on stream, making sexual suggestive content, knowing most of the people that watch him are young. Like, I've been trying to tell you about these weird ass niggas that do stuff like this. That's why I'm saying he has a track record of this kind of thing. And I think him trying to turn away from the real alleged reason that she is saying, which is that she didn't want to be intimate with him and that caused an aggressive, violent reaction. He's trying to like downplay that or minimize it. And if it's not true, he better hope to God that it's not. But the fact that you already have a freaky ass track record, it ain't that hard to believe. To be honest with you, it's not that hard to believe that with you and your freaky ass track record and your little man syndrome tendencies, that could have very well been the reason why you acted out like that. It's out of pocket. It's out of pocket. It's ridiculous. Get Deshae the fuck out of here. But like I said, niggas still gonna watch. Niggas still gonna sub. Niggas still gonna support. And this is why with people like this, like we just shouldn't really honestly put too much energy into them because at the end of the day, he's gonna learn what he's supposed to. Um, Hopefully he truly took accountability and truly is gonna work on himself moving forward. But I just think that overall that nigga's a weirdo. I don't fuck with that nigga. I think he's odd, he's strange, he's peculiar. Everything about him is just really like, ugh. Like I don't even have a word to describe it. And I think that that video we seen was disgusting. He's a pussy. And he has been, and he probably will continue to be. I just think with Deshae, like it's kind of sad and embarrassing because it's like literally all you have to do is just mature a little bit. All you have to do is just mature just a little bit. Like all you have to do is just act like you're a grown ass man with some sense and boundaries and be respectful of women. Like it's really not that difficult. And so I really just don't understand why he keeps ending up in situations like this where he's just embarrassing himself. And it's like, dude, like he really self-sabotages probably without even realizing it, but it's just like, why the fuck? Why the fuck are you constantly in situations like this with women where you're doing weird shit and treating them poorly or talking to them completely out of pocket and treating women as like sexual objects? And it's like, again, he's not the only one, so I'm not going to signal him out. But it's like the fact I'm not going to single him out. But the fact that we have this like situation right in front of us, I'm gonna just use this as an opportunity to go ahead and use him as an example of those type of niggas, especially here on the internet. And again, there's a lot of people that support him and back him on this, but he's a weirdo. The man needs help. The man needs help, and honestly, like on some real shit, because I don't remember the last time he was quote unquote canceled or whatever he got exposed for. It's just like sometimes I look at situations and I'm just like, bro, do these people not have real friends? Like, sometimes I look at people and I'm just like, I see what they're experiencing or what they're going through. And I'm like, do you not have any people that love you and that are going to sit you down and tell you what you're doing is fucked up and you need to move differently? Because sometimes I catch myself in situations where I be feeling like I'm the only person in somebody's life that sees shit a certain type of way. And I be like, I'm probably maybe not, I am not always super close to that person. So it makes me like confused because I'm like, I know you have people who are closer to you, and what you're doing and going through right now is concerning and it needs attention, right? And it seems like you're moving as if you have no guidance or advice to help you be on the right track. And it's like, so when I see people like that, I'm just like, bro, do you not have anybody in your life that loves you, that's really gonna sit down and tell you? So that's why I feel like people like Deshae, who kind of move as reckless as he does, he needs to probably check his circle. I don't know if that man got any real friends around him. Like real friends. I don't know if he does. Because why hasn't nobody stepped the fuck in and really told this nigga about himself? And maybe people have. I'll give them a benefit of the doubt. Maybe people have and he just don't listen. But I just feel like if he truly had enough people in his life that truly cared for him and in his best interest, enough people would talk to him and enough conversations to would be had with him where he would wake the fuck up, because he's really going down a very dark path. And if he continues to walk around and laugh it off and or feel like he's untouchable and y'all gonna cancel me again, whatever, don't give a fuck, and not truly take accountability and change moving forward, he is going to be in some very deep dark shit at some point, and he's gonna wish that he would have changed his actions earlier. And so I don't know who the fuck need to sit down and have a conversation with him, but if he really wants to have a decent future, he needs to get himself all the way in check immediately. If not, we'll be getting a Deshae doc in a couple years. I'll leave it at that.